Okay, I'm recording with another device. Um, I started one a minute ago, but I hit the wrong button. I should have moved the arrow off of the record button on the laptop. Um, it's approximately 7:36, August 19th, 2025. Um, I will not be giving my location. I will not be showing any of my surroundings. This is for my safety, as attempts have already been made on my life. Um, so the location and where I'm at is strictly confidential. And I'm going to begin with telling of things that ended up being a threat to national security. It involves a lot of coordinated attacks that have occurred. They have disrupted my life, disrupted my child's life, caused her to suffer, be in pain. I don't even know if she's okay right now. Um, I'm extremely worried because of the behavior of the mother, Anna Baker, now Anna Blakemore. And Zoe was born 11/25/17. She's my biological daughter, Zoe Lee Elizabeth Crawford. I imagine Anna's went and changed her last name. Um, she's been assisted by the Hardeman County Sheriff's Department in Hardeman County, Tennessee, located in Bolivar, Tennessee. Uh, they unlawfully stole Zoe from my custody. They illegally removed me and my child from the state of Michigan with falsified warrants. They used targeting attacks, gang style targeting attacks, psychological manipulation tactics. I've had um, attempts on my life multiple times, attempts on Zoe's life, um, medical sabotage by Anna. Um, and I will just be exposing throughout my testimony and recorded testimony that um, these things happen. I have evidence of these things happening. So we'll just get to the gist of it. Zoe was born on 11/25/17 in Alpena, Michigan, at Mid-Michigan Health Center in Alpena. Uh, I believe it's Chisholm Street was is the location of the hospital. And I had gotten together 2016, I believe. Um, it was shortly after my brother passed away. And she had came over into Arkansas and met me. And she then quickly moved in. Uh, but there's something that was totally off. I really didn't grasp the whole entire concept of everything until as time went on. Anyways, we had a child together. Um, and after Zoe was born, Anna's mother, Carolyn McCain, she's had multiple last names. Her maiden name is Avent, if I'm not mistaken. There has been multiple times that she started interfering with our relationship after Zoe was born. Um, Anna had stated to me how her mother knew that her stepfather, Freddie Baker, and his friends was having sex with her. Uh, and there's a recorded phone call somewhere with her admitting those things. And after a certain period of time, Anna started asking me if I wanted to make videos, sexual videos, and things of that nature, which I declined. Um, she's transgender. She has what seems to be, by the means of her having multiple profiles and always going by something different than her name, suggests that she has personal split personalities. Her mother even confirmed that um, that runs in their family. Anna's mother, Carolyn, she had a lot to do with the breakup. Um, I have evidence on my Facebook after Zoe was born. Dina Denton sent Anna a message, and this message, what appears to me, is a subliminal message that was possibly used on Anna. Um, and through the events that have occurred, and the evidence I have of Anna using hypnosis on Zoe, this is all coordinated. I believe they've been doing this a long time. The evidence will show that there's more than probable cause, in that there is also so much to cover that what I have to say is going to be lengthy. It will all be able to be backed up not only by my evidence, but evidence of medical records and filings. If any of the courts have interfered with any of those filings or documents, and if anybody has listened to any proceedings that doesn't obtain my voice, that means that they've been tampered with. Uh, Hardeman County Sheriff's Department is very deceptive. They act like they're above the law. They act like they're above any federal agency that even exists. The things that they've been doing, they've been getting by with, um, because they haven't been caught. So nobody stood up for them, or not for them, but to them. But I'm standing up for my daughter, and Hardeman County Sheriff's Department is extremely dirty, and they're involved in some very bad things. And the way that they illegally took Zoe away from me proves that they're not only dirty, that they're engaging in child abuse. First degree child abuse, second degree child abuse, third degree child abuse, fourth degree child abuse. They know what they're doing, and they've done it before. And the fact that they came out of their state and illegally and unlawfully took me, there was a phone call that I had made to the sheriff's department before my arrest. And one of the statements that the officers on the other line stated was that it's not the first time that they went and gotten someone. They falsified documents, falsified court records, protection orders to try and make it appear as they had the authority to do so. Um, and they did these things to steal Zoe away from me because of what I was uncovering. And the evil, straight up evil that's behind this is ungodly. So I'm running right on 10 minutes. So this is pretty much an introduction, I guess. Uh, Everything I have to say pertains to Hardeman County Sheriff's Department in Bolivar, Tennessee, Rogers City Police Department in the 53rd Circuit and District Court in Rogers City, Michigan, the West Memphis Police Department in Crittenden County and the Crittenden County Sheriff's Department, uh, they're a really iffy subject right now. Uh, but the fact that the West Memphis courts unlawfully charged me with a crime, stated I was guilty, um, when I didn't even enter a plea in. Um, in fact, they held me on mental evaluations that was unnecessary. They forced them on me, forced them repeatedly, and I was unlawfully taken to, I believe it was St. Vincent's Infirmary in Little Rock, Arkansas. I was held there for probably 5 days or so. I didn't even sign a consent for them to even treat me, and they held me way past their time too. Uh, and I was told while I was even there that they had to, well, it was either take the medicine and agree with what they was doing to me to further attack my mentality, which I denied. Um, they told me that it was better off to stay there than to go to jail. Um, take the medication, give it a chance. And the Crittenden County Sheriff's Department took me there without a court order. The courts in Hardeman County, Tennessee forced mental evaluations on me, ignoring a court order out of the state of Michigan stating that I didn't have to have any mental health treatment because it's not needed. Dr. Richard Ganesh and uh, for the well, he was the psychiatrist for the Mid Michigan Health Center in Alpena, Michigan. Um, Officer Jamie Myers, well, Chief Jamie Myers out of the Rogers City Police Department, after I exposed him, and Judge Eric Stone out of the 53rd Circuit Court, after I exposed Baptist Crittenden Hospital, um, in October of 23, due to their crimes on April 30th, 2021. There was multiple events of retaliation. The torture that they put me and my child through is the most ungodliest thing I've ever seen. They've caused her to suffer. They've caused me to suffer. They've tortured us both daily. Right now, my little girl's being tortured. Being tortured. They've deceived the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, by giving false narratives, false reports. Um, when Anna put her motion in January 3rd of 2024, she mentions in that document, um, stating I had taken things to the FBI in Tennessee, to their local um, Tennessee office. Um, Never sent anything to Tennessee FBI. Never. Those was all lies. Investigator Haynes assisted Anna in that, and that was all on the record. Also, Anna admitted that investigator Mary Haynes did that. Um, Advised her what to put into the January 3rd, 2024 motion with the falsified warrants to remove me and Zoe illegally and unlawfully out of the state of Michigan, to Hardeman County, Tennessee. And huh, wow, just the torture, the suffering that they've caused, not only me, but that little baby. and they're still causing my kids to suffer. I've reached out to multiple police agencies, to the FBI, Department of Child Welfare Services, in 3 states. The Rogers City Police Department, the Presque Isle Police Department, the Arkansas State Police, the West Memphis Police. I've called child services in all 3 states. Everybody, let that baby suffer. So if you guys want to know why, it's because of the stuff I have against them. Right now, I'm supposed to be dead, and they've done everything they can do to kill me. They've caused me health problems. But I'm here through the grace of my Father in heaven. I'm not crazy. I'm not delusional. God's brought a lot of people together because He knows if He has to intervene, it's going to be more than this world can handle. But the fact that a corporate entity like Baptist Corporate in Memphis, Tennessee, has that much power to it in this Hardeman County Sheriff's Department, I'll get through all of this. Um, but what I'll be uncovering and showing throughout will be more than anybody could ever grasp. So let it be known. Let it be known that what I contain is truth. And through the authority of my God and my Father in heaven, I'm able to speak that truth because it needs to be spoken and it is going to be spoken. And what I'll be exposing to many people. So I'm going to go for now, but I'll be covering neglect, coordinated targeting attacks. I'll be covering corruption, collusion, conspiracy against rights of a minor, first, second, third, and fourth degree child abuse by 53rd Circuit Court in Rogers City, Michigan, Chief Jamie Myers of the Rogers City Police Department. I'll be exposing the West Memphis Police Department, Hardeman County Sheriff's Department, Presque Isle County Sheriff's Department, and whatever investigations are going on right now. It's because I won't stop until that baby comes back, where I can heal my little girl once more. If you guys knew what they put that baby through, the things that I've had to go through to protect her, what I would like to do and what I'm doing is probably two different things. But I promise you, and I promise you all, if you don't do your damn job, I'm going to do mine. And when I do, I will have to do what I have to do to protect that baby. This is your last chance to do your damn job and to bring that baby back where I can heal her and take care of her, raise her in God's name, because I will not rest. And then if they come for me to unlawfully arrest me because of me fighting for that baby, I will let my Father in heaven deal with everybody. because I'm surrounded by Him. I'm not delusional. I'm not claiming to be Christ. But what I will tell you is I am protected by my Holy Father. And He's put me right here, right now, to inform you all that He is more than prepared to help bring that baby home, where she can be raised in His name. That is not a threat by name. That is a promise by my God, my Father in heaven. Because when He sacrificed His Son, His only begotten child, on the cross, He made His sacrifice where we wouldn't have to make ours, where I wouldn't have to sacrifice my child to the world. Let that be clear. That's coming from my Father. He does hold a lot of authority, and He is prepared to use that authority. And maybe He's used it in putting people in place rather than the other consequences. I've seen Him do it in real time. I've seen Him take somebody and put them down because they was trying to kill me. I've seen it happen. And it was recorded in the jail. He took someone to their knees. They had to be carried out. And in fact, they stayed gone until I was right before I was to be released. When they started sending people in there to kill me, He took care of it. I've seen it, and I've seen God work many times. Because right now, I'm giving not only testimony to the crimes of the criminals, I'm giving testimony to the power and the authority of my God. So if you're watching this because He put you in your position to deal with this right now, then I hope you pay attention and help me bring that baby home.